Hello. This is Jolene, and welcome back. We are on another day, same week, and we are working on more of the gingerbread flip ephemera holder. I was debating, and we're gonna make this pretty quick. I want to go and figure the actual collaging and the fun parts of decorating the pockets. You guys would actually want to see that, not just the willy-nilly. And if I do this right, and we get it pretty quickly, if I feel like it, we either will go on to this windowed page insert, or page fold over, however you want to do with it, that I'm making. I made the, what do you want to call it? The shaker pages last year, haha, right? And great little pages. Pulled it from the Dashing Through Winter kit. And, made these little windowed shaker insert page. Great for the middle of a book. Or to add in somewhere, anywhere. Right? So I thought then, I started this project last year. Thought I was going to go in one of my journals. And I had all these gorgeous vellum pages from Tim Holtz. And they were all Christmas. And they all had sort of matchy. They had sort of a vertical and a horizontal that went really well together. So I've taken bits and pieces from different boxes that had the circles, and I had already glued the two together as far as I went, and I was like, what the heck? So I went ahead and put the vellum in. I covered the back of it so I can collage it and make it sort of a writing space, plus had a cream behind it so that we didn't really lose too much of the concept, but we have to collage around the front, and then, maybe add another layer to this so that we can write on these if we want, or just collage them up, and they're a great thing just to sew in more on the bottom half, or wrap over a page. So, but they will be decorated. So I have some things I'm doing to give away. So this is going to be one of those projects. So I will let you know. I don't know if we'll do it today or whether I'll make it a completely separate video for next week. But I thought let's go ahead and continue on with the gingerbread flip pocket ephemera holder ordeal. Now, this is what I did get to after I left you guys last beginning of the week. Went ahead and got this glued on. I had a blue gem, put on the word nice, glued it down, and did get that hole punch in. I got all the pages covered. So like we did the tower first, and then I did the house. I went ahead and did like the tip of the house, the roof, and then the back of the house, right? So I did do it in pieces because I just was having no luck. Anything where we have the swirlies, I have this like paper, snow paper or wallpaper, and I'm going to do some silver puffy paint into here to give the same feel as the front. There's a lot to be done to the front, so once I got everything done, there's gonna be a lot of glue and glitter and gems and stuff, I think, added to each house to really make it, stand out. So that will have to be done off camera, but there's a lot of it. So anyway, so we've got the insides of every page taken care of, right up to the point where I have a pocket. This one was wallpaper. Again, I will do some puffy paint swirls, silver swirls into this to give the same feel as the front. And I did distress the brown side with the antique photo. Now the front, because I'm going to do a lot of glitter and glitter glue and stuff like that, I'm not going to really worry about stressing the front because we're going to enhance that white over cream area as best we can. So that I'm all stoked about. So I thought today we would get into some of the stuff. Now, one of these, yes, this middle one, I had to take off the little edge of the house because it kept getting caught. The outside ones are fine. Over here, it's fine on the outside. But the insides, I had to be really careful. And because these are tall enough, it doesn't bug that one. But yeah, really had to be careful. So we can keep some extensions in places, but not everything. So that was the only thing we were worried about, and it did become a minor problem, and I was able to fix it. So we're going to take a bunch of scraps and stuff today, and we are just simply covering up the pockets to make them look pretty. And get going. So thank you all for liking, loving, and commenting. I continue to appreciate all of your time and effort when you come over and say hi and hang around for a little bit. I do appreciate it. Now my next goal, of course, is to get you guys to stay on the film a little longer. Sometimes I get when these are half hour to hour long. Yeah, you guys will most people watch for about 5 minutes, and I'm like, oh man. Of course, the shorter they are, the more likely you watch more of it, but yeah, I can't do short videos all the time. Like, sometimes if I'm really, really specific with a project, I'll try to keep it under 30 minutes, but, you know, there's not a whole lot to see. Yeah, it's a tiny little project. Try not to get my head in there. I keep putting my head in there. So, we're going to do that. I had an idea. I did sort of pre-prep some of this because I really didn't want to spend forever with you guys. I wanted to get things moving. So, at least the first one, sort of have an idea in place already. So, you know, it's pretty easy. But I had to play that for a while because I was trying to debate, like, do I put a bunch of, you know, what pieces do I want to do? What do I want to stick out? All that good stuff. So, how did your week go? You know, we are on to Thursday now. So, I got a Tuesday and a Thursday. Sort of back to my old layout. I used to do Tuesday reveals and Thursday journal with me, craft and chats. As you know, I did change it to craft and chats, journal and more. Sort of up, you know, changing the colors a little bit on my display, sort of, you know, revamping it a little bit for the holiday, for the new year. Not a lot, not a really big change, just little things so that you can sort of easily tell what's this year and what was last year. Little things. Journaling with me was great, but, you know, when we use the word craft and chat so often that I figured I might as well chat it that way. You know I'm working on journals. You know I'm working on ephemera. So let's just do it. I can't believe, too, my first video of the year, I forgot to put my logo on my preview page that you guys see on YouTube. I don't know what happened. I went to go create that new storage or studio organization, you know, half. And I don't know what happened. I must have grabbed my logo and didn't realize it and deleted it and thought I just rearranged it or turned it off. I don't know. It was funny. I went to go make sure my logo was in place and I went, where's my logo? That was so weird. That's not like me to go, I know I don't do that. That's not my thing. Now, the only dilemma I had is this. I do want to put another thing over it. I know there is something almost smack in the middle, so I either got to find a vertical word or we're going to put a vertical item here. But I wanted to get some color here, so let's start working on that. So yeah, how's your week go? I know the rain has not been great. We're supposed to have, you know, so it's Thursday. If you're watching this on a Thursday here in California, it's supposed to be drier today. It's been crazy though. I know we last talked, it was Monday, and it was for a Tuesday morning video, and it had been raining all Monday. Or not all Monday, most of Monday, like early, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And it went till about 3:30 in the afternoon. And, you know, we debated. It was supposed to calm down for a little bit and give us a break for about 12 hours. And then go into full-blown, you know, rain some more. So, yeah. I was looking forward to that. Especially when it's supposed to rain all day into, like, the evening. So it means, like, wet kids picking them up and dropping them off. So, dropping them off and then picking them up. I'm not used to having to pick up or drop off my youngest because she is literally 5 minutes around the corner from school. And so having to deal with the whole car thing with her is weird. I'm like, wait a minute. I shouldn't have to do this. So I was going to change that, huh? No, I debated. I went back and forth about putting something here and I ended up putting it here. So maybe I'll put a word here and we're going to put something vertical here so we get some height. This is the newest thing we're going to do. I'm going to add a little bit of brown to this part because it is more red. Try not to add too much of this. But I do want some color. And it's very weird. We got very blue and white in the front. But I'm going to try to... I found some paints of grays and more navy blues and grays. So I may dry wash some of these windows. Certain elements. Maybe I'm going to add some brown, darker, you know, blue to the doors. I'm really going to have some fun with these. I want to paint and glitter glue and... pearls, and I just want to like decorate the crap out of the front of these things. I don't know why, but I do. So that is the potential there. Now this one is a second pocket, so I can go both ends. Both ends I can glue it once I figure out where to put it. But I'll probably stick it first. I think I'm going to glue it down like I've done everything else, and then go back. So that has sort of a rough edge pocket. And after all this work trying to cover this up, I'm like, oh really? But you never know. I was watching Lorette do her Monday, Merry Monday. And she was doing stuff, but I was listening to her and she was like, about, you know, doing the whole, you know, pockets and stuff. And I was like, wait a minute. I could put some more pockets in these things. Like, who says it only has to be one pocket? That's sort of silly. So I figured like this one, which is really square, can afford a second pocket to put like the bigger journal cards, which we have. I have a lot of them actually. So I did find some stuff in my kit. Like these are from a Sayabella winter kit 1 or 2 years ago. Probably 2 years ago now. And so I got a round and a ticket that'll go in this one, I think. I think they'll fit nicely. And then I found these. I made these large journal cards when we did the second Snowy Winter kit. They're supposed to be large, like jumbo journal cards, which I don't know how they fit in your binders anymore. But I wanted to put that notebook in there, so they may be cute to make a little notebook or two out of these covers, since they're already, I printed them on the back, so I've got that. So I was really stoked to find these because I could decorate them, and I really wish this was almost flipped, and that would be on the front. That is pretty for the front cover. But I'm like, coffee on the back, maybe. Or I'll make that the center of this little book. So, anyway, I got the potentials of that. So I do have some stuff I did find, which I'm really stoked about. So, we got all kinds of cute little things, but they're very horizontal. So I was like, I'm having a hard time finding vertical at the moment. Alright, so let's get this one cut. But I did find some stuff. So I may not stuff all these right this second because I want to keep moving. But I did find the journal cards to the winter kit. So, the cozy winter kit. So, I will do that. That's definitely it's very much a book, fireplace type of ordeal. Sorry guys, I'm having a hard time here trying to get in here. We have so many weird edges that I'm having a hard time like trying to... It's like working with that flip journal that we had. Flip-flop journal. Oh my gosh. Get to a point where you're like, I understand why you keep the journals outside. And I'm probably off camera for what I'm doing right now. I am just literally snipping at this thing. Trying to get the edge off and not. Snaky, snaky, snaky. Alright, hold on. Yeah, it's like the flip-flop journal. It really does get in the way. Alright. So let's make sure everything is doable. Okay, good. Alright, now these are too small, of course. But, we can now get this one glued down, and then everything else after that is just simply decorate on top. Just doing some fun stuff. It's a little different. It's very weird. We have the blue and white on the outside, and we've got a little bit more of the cozy blues, teals, and burgundies on the inside. But it's sort of every other, which is sort of nice. I mean, one way or another. I'm going to try to get maybe a little bit more of our darker blue elements, if I can keep finding them in the next one. But like I have that there, the tails, and then we have that there. So like the one in the middle, try to combine the two, I guess, or get both. I don't know. So hopefully everybody's surviving the weather, whether it's rain or sleet or snow or whatever throughout the United States or everywhere else you has watched. If you're in a different country altogether, please say hi. Let me know where you're from. And how your weather is. I know if you're Australia or on the other side of the equator, you are probably looking at us very funny because we are not, you're not doing winter right now. You're like, nope, we're warm. What are you talking about? So, yeah. But it'd be good to know now these are horizontal elements, but I really like the fact that they were little and they were cute and I wanted them in here, right? And then we'll put a bigger card behind it. I just need to decide on my last bit of what I want to put in here. And I really, really want to fussy cut this out and put it by a big green tree right here. So badly. And I won't fussy cut all of it right now because that would just be a hinder of your time. But I'm sort of curious if I can even get enough to see like how much I can fussy cut this. Oh, God. To like even see the fact. I'm like, it'd be super fun. And then I get I'll see if I have any vertical winter words. I know I have blue Christmas words. I can see if one of them is sort of like generic enough. Yeah, like I said, there's gonna be a lot of different blues in here. Blues and greens, I guess. And I just realized it's still raining. So to tell the truth, I am doing this on a Monday. Usually when I get a project going, I try to do this, all the week, the whole week's worth of videos in one shot because I don't know when I'm gonna get back to it. I've got errands and Zoom meetings tomorrow, and then I have so me and Lorette have work to do on the Etsy shop, so we're gonna try to get some stuff done. There's a quick glance. There's a lot of green though. I'm trying to figure out how close I can get to the edge and not work it. I don't know. I know it's upside down. I don't know. Glue it down so I wouldn't glue all of these down so we could still stick them in. After all of that red, I don't know if you won't really see it. Don't know yet. I'm not sure that's what I'm looking for. But it is a good, fun piece. It is in the kit. Because we have all these Christmas trees. And so this is one of them, blown up. I love how I can mix 2 or 3 different type of trees into the kit. Alright, but it feels like something needs to get, something needs to go here. It just can't sit there by itself, and that's sort of bugging me. A lot of my stuff, like I said, is very, minus another snowflake book-like thing I created. I don't know when I did that. But I feel like it blends in. That is just more green. That's more beige. I love the book, but it's very green, and it's very big. So it would blend right in. But the way I clustered this wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. I feel like it's overkill. These guys are too big. A bit more burgundy. Yeah, I think I have a little smaller. But the teddy bear's sort of cute in that corner, I guess. I'll have to keep looking. I don't know. I feel like I need something, so I'm sort of kicking myself for not getting it in a better position, but... Except add another snowflake there, because we seem to have a lot of that going on. Let's see. I believe Christmas greetings, kindness, seasons. So just kindness could go here for a blue. Let me see if I did pull out. I know, these are old. Oh my gosh. I believe these are all... Sorry guys, I keep putting my head in the way. I mean, I have... It's just another tea thing. Don't lose my tickets. I have my tickets. No, that's too big. I found my original... my first ever... words. Whoops, this is all stuff. I have everything in my little container. I had put letters and stuff in a kit for you guys. I don't know which. I think my original kit, my original Snowy Winter kit had circles in it, which are pretty, which that might not be bad. And you have to forgive all these triangles. I have to say what triangles. So funny. But everything of my kit went back in there. We have Think Snow, but it's sort of too big. But it is a cute one, though. Twinkly Lights. I think most of the thing is that my first kit, my first winter snowy word kit are all horizontal. Because at the time, I hadn't quite jumped into Sparkle. I hadn't jumped into the vertical concept. Had not gotten there yet. So I have a lot of warm hugs. Makes me always think of, what's the word? Snowman. I mean, I could do something like that to keep it pretty neutral. Snowman. I mean, I have rounds. That's not a bad thing. Let's see. I have winter in both cream and blue. I feel like, yeah, vertical, I mean, a square works. Horizontal would be great. I mean, vertical would be great, but I don't have any vertical. None at all. Ugh. They almost aren't small enough. Because I did the border on them, they are definitely limited to what we can do. Happy Winter Sparkle Snow Days. Think Snow I love. Not that I can't go over the hot chocolate. That's okay. I'm going to go over the mug. Let's try that. I like to Think Snow since we're doing so, very snowy, very warm. But yeah, I have huge words, which we'll have to figure out maybe on snow days. Maybe we'll do that on the next pocket. We'll add that to the next pocket issue. I like that idea. I have to keep reminding myself I have these. I was like, wait a minute, don't I have words? I know I did my original words. Now, these are definitely on paper. Also, they're not thick. When I first started, I did not know or realize, that you needed to be putting stuff on cardstock. But hey, when I first did this was, 2+ years ago. I was still very new in the concept. But here we go. Let's get these words back. So I have this was one of my first little envelopes, which was cute because you could write on it. And I didn't know the time had to have the bottom done right, so I had to washi it. I was like, I need to learn how to do that right. How do I cut it off? I think I cut it off it wrong and then realized afterwards I needed a tab underneath there. Talk about crash courses, right? Gotta have the crash courses. Okay, so let's definitely distill this a little bit. What? Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry. Asking permission before they jump on my computer. Well, it's not mine, but a hubby's, actual PC, an honest-to-God PC, not a laptop, not a tablet, an actual computer in the house. Actually, my best friend, her husband, got rid of one of his computers, and so Sammy got that to game on and get going, but my husband has continued to build his own computers over the years, and this one's still getting up there in age, but he constantly plays with it and whatever, so when he passed, I was like, well, let's just clean it up, and, he had done a reset on it not too long ago, and so we cleaned it up, and so there's a few games on it that my youngest plays, because her laptop won't do it, and then I get to do design work on it. And I am not even in the paper, am I? I am sorry, guys. Here I am working. I'm like, do. So, yeah, I added this blue teal to this one here. We're going to put the word here, I think, to give another layer. We have the first pocket, and then there is a second pocket back here. So, we're going to find one of my journal cards, and we'll put it, one of my wider ones, and we'll put it back there. So, I think that'll be cute. So, there's going to be a ephemera holder. That's the whole point, and really, I can go crazy with this. There's another blue one. So we're going to mix the two kits. We're going to take the winter kit. We're going to take the cozy winter kit. We're going to blend it in with this. I probably have a few pieces from the dashing through winter. Dashing through winter. If I really wanted to. The bummer part is you can't see the burgundy if I get really crazy with the filling of this in. But when you pull them out, that's the whole point. You have something pretty to look at. There's another pocket. And this doesn't make it too prominent. But I can do that. I don't mind going off to the side. Found this cute little guy. Oh, it's on tape. Oh, this is one of my ephemera pieces. This is one of my happy planner pieces, actually. I'll cut that off. For a while there, I was making stickers, which I've got to get back to. I was taking my kits, and I was taking the elements, and I was making stickers that would fit in a vertical, classic size happy planner. And put them on sticker paper, and I was running with it. That one's actually really cute. I should put that in my set of stuff. I'm like, oh god. So much, so little, right? So yeah, it was really cute. It was a lot of fun doing those. Because then it's my first set of actual small embellishments without realizing it. Lorette would do them because I would never do things quite small enough at first. And so she would take the happy planner stickers and she would just put them on paper and print them on paper and use them as embellishments. So, I should get back to that, though. I do sort of miss making some of the vertical layout graphics. I probably have enough ephemera. Enough graphics. I could probably make quite a bit of collaged botanical stuff for happy planners. I should get back to that. Probably have plenty of elements now. Okay, so we got that. Get to see how it goes. I'm afraid, though, if I close this, I so want to put my glitter up here, but if I do it, we're going to be in trouble. I feel like it needs something here, but I don't have anything right now. I saw that little piece of blue, and I really want to put it on here, but I lost it, didn't I? I probably put it back away in something, and it wasn't that big anyway. Okay, so maybe a little bit of mesh of something here is not a bad idea. What did I do with it? Oh, wrong mesh. Oh, no. Blue mesh. Blue mesh. Yeah, I have lots of it. I just gotta find all of it. Where is my blue mesh? Aha. Ta-da. Oh, perfect. Just pin and I have a little piece. So what if we just do a little bit of extra snow here, and it won't feel so, won't feel so flat. It is the first one we open up into, so yeah. And I got the burgundy one. I know when I was going to make stuff with this, I found this raspberry color, which looks pretty good with this kit. And a little brighter, but it's a good way to overlap it. And I found it, and I was so happy. But I don't think I'm getting to, and this is about as close as I'm going to get to what I'm doing. So, do we go straight up and down? Oh, it's very bumpy on both sides. It's really hard to tell which side is which. I think this is the upper side, so we'll leave it that way. Alright, we're going to do that. We'll get my good stuff. So yeah, I would love to see in the comments, I don't think I really asked last time, but I mentioned it. I would love to see, hear from everybody, what their word of the year is. Like I said, my first thought was heal. And then I think we sort of ended the video with getting my groove on. So I don't know if groove is the right word, and it's a little bit more of a phrase for me, but to get my groove back, to get back in the groove of things. I think, and it's not just getting back in the groove. I think it really is finding my groove, finding my place, deciding what I'm going to do this year. I actually glued down. Okay, well, I was going to try to bunch it or do something with it. I really do need to find my groove. I need to figure out what I want to do, and I want to, you know, really make the most of this when I have the opportunity to do so without the stress of having to, like, oh my god, I have to go make money. I really want to find that groove when I can still enjoy it and love it and not just be like, oh, well, get it done. And, so I gotta find my groove. I gotta figure out what works, and I gotta figure out what makes me happy and brings home some money. And so I'd love to hear what your guys' words for the year are. I'd love if you share them with me if you have one, if you haven't thought of one, if you have a couple that you're debating on. Since, you know, it's not really a resolution, it's just something. I'll have to put it in my book. I'll have to put it in my happy planner and whatnot. I'll have to make that, put it, you know, find my groove. We will definitely have to do to remind myself on a daily, you know, monthly, whatever. There we go. I sort of like that. A little more texture. Had to do something. All right. So we know we have 2 pockets, so we just have to make sure we fill them. What is this piece of paper? Okay. To remind me, maybe it'll remind me that I need to put something in there. It may not. All right. So now, we have a little bit, we have some proof of the cozy winter. We have just the gorgeous blue and silver that I loved from my original December daily, which is the Snowy Winter kit. So it's deciding on the inside here. Now I could, it is big enough to do a second pocket for little stuff if I really want to put some little things in here, which I do have smaller journal cards. The goal is to put this one and this round one in here, because I believe this just fits inside it, which is awesome. And then if we depends how I want to cover this, even with the word snowy day, snow days, I mean. No, that one's sort of bugging me. I would love to put it in there, but I think I want to do something where this is the centerpiece. This is the middle of the whole shindig. Now, when I first created these words, oh yeah, I thought it'd be cute. And I put snowflakes off the edges of the labels. Man, have I learned a lot. There's a limit to how much we are willing to fussy cut, people. And so I think at one point I may have revamped these. When I redid them for something else, I took off the snowflakes off all the edges. Because I was like, oh, heck no. Rounded the corners. All kinds of things, thinking you guys would be like, oh, this is great. And I'm like, nope, I'm gonna die. Why would you want to do it? And really, I have a hard time with this one, so I think we're gonna cut them off. Yeah, I started going, nope, I'm not dealing with this. Like, you can if you want, and I don't blame you if you take it all off. Really don't. I go closer to the base, and I just keep the one off the top. Oh, man. I was like, nope. After that, you know, if you follow me, you notice that the words definitely got simpler. I didn't do anything beyond the borders. I kept everything inside, either a textured or in a border. So I was like, no. All right, so that's going to be the center. We've got to distress it. Those are going to go inside it. I'm definitely keeping to the silvery feel for now. I did add a little bit of antique to the back here to this, but it's really minimum. And there's like areas where you can sort of see where the distress may have come out, and I think that's how I got ink or something across that. But okay, so now we have to decide, since we did the blue snowflake that I created, backing in that, we need to find another set of colors here. That does get bent though, if I'm not, well, I bent it backwards. So we need more color, we need more something without, so I'm so tempted to cut the middle of that sucker out. So it cuts it out no matter what. So I get a little bit of green down the side on the ruffle, and I don't, so I can keep that part. But that blends right into the middle, so I definitely have to do another layer on top, which I have labels. Or just as big as the pocket is. Jeez. Yeah, my labels are almost as big as these are, so they almost cover for me. Which definitely hardies these up, hardies them up. I could do that, then I wouldn't really need much behind it. I could almost do that, but it's definitely more of the, we don't add much in from the old kit, any of the blue kits, which I don't think I have much left over. That's my problem. I really don't think I have too much left over. Let's see. This is a combination of the two kits. Ew, well, yeah, I mean, I have literally bits and pieces. Really dark blue. Unless we did it to where I cut it, I just have like this on the blue. Oh, that would have been cute. I didn't think about that. Of course, now I'm looking at it going, I could have done a blue label. I still could put this one, tree one, as horizontal, maybe right there. Let it pop up a little bit. I'll have to ruminate on that one, because that would be sort of cute there too. All right, leave it up. Anyway, jeez, right? Constant thought process here. Okay, so I could really add in the blue, get the trees and the snowflake area all on here. Gonna have to try to measure that and get that to work. I'm trying to figure which side has a better thought here. I'm trying to see. It's not bad where that goes. Use my fingernails to. I like that actually. So we have a little bit of snowflakes in it. It's a snow day. This is before I added the snow. Trying to add snow into the base pieces. Because in this one you can sort of see, like over here, I've got snow here, and then I definitely added layers. This one I think I did all in Photoshop. There were layers to this thing. There's a little bit in here. Took me a lot of work on this thing, and it printed on some things really well, and others I had real issues. So it's like, man. All right, let's see if we can do this. I got quiet. So sorry, guys. Oh, as I talk among yourselves, as Gail says, but you don't need to. But I'm just trying to figure out. I'm definitely gonna I'll have to pull it out and I wonder if I should glue it down at this point and then trim off the rest. Glue it in place and then decide. I hate to do that because that is a lot of extra. And we don't want to see certain things. So let's just measure and try to do this. I want mine up a little bit so we can see a little bit of the white on the bottom. Of course, I don't cut straight, so that's the fun part. Oh my goodness. So yes, please. So I want to mark to see what. Tell me what you're up to. I would love to hear what your word of the year is. I'd love to see comments of where you're from. You're watching this, you become a new regular. Where are you from, and what's the weather like? That would all be awesome. What else? We're gonna rough up the bottom a little bit. This is a Tina, I believe, trick. I think it's Tina. I say Tina Shabby Dabby Doodah. So it's not so perfect down the bottom, since I'm having a hard time with everything else. And we're going to definitely darken the top here. And I know I'm cutting that edge off, so I'm not going to get to it quite yet. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then I will cut the edge off. That makes sense. I know it's edged. I wonder if I could do, because that one side's edged, like it's cut a certain way. So I wonder if I can, if there's any chance of, here, I'm off the page again, and I'm working really close, which is so bad. Sorry, guys. Gals. I shouldn't say guys. So wrong. Well, it's not wrong. It's just not great. Not great. Okay, let's get this up here. I'm not going all the way, but that's right. Make sure it's somewhat straight. I want to see the rippled edges without getting in the way. So the goal is, oh, good lord, not the most efficient way to be doing this, but there is no really great way to do this. So what I want to try to do is use the decal cutter, because I knew that that tiny little space is not going to come off with the ruler. Not even close. So let's try that. It moved on me, but that's alright. Not in the wrong way. There we go. And I might have it centered, because I can always distress the cardboard a little bit. And get, come on, get that going. What else? So yeah, if you're new, I definitely want to know where you're from. Want to know your word of the day. Please say hi. Let me know you're here. What are you up to? If you do check me out. If you look at my descriptions below, there is the link, tree link, that will get you associated, send you to my jewel design page. We'll send you to my Crafters of a Jewel Design, for those of you as a private group, so you can share all your wonderful things, if you don't mind taking photos and, sharing what you've made that might have my stuff in it. I'm not dead set against, I don't feel like you have to have my design work. We want to share what you're doing, and as long as we're all helping each other out, I think it's a great thing. But of course, I love being able to see my stuff in action. Really makes me happy when I get to sort of see something I've created, printed out and worked on. It just yeah, it's the best. So I love when I have friends and YouTubers that will come over to the Crafters of Jewel Design and show off what they're doing. And it happens to have my digitals. There's plenty to choose from. Believe me. I mean, I know there's stores out there that have way more than I do. I've got about 150 active listings, I think, right now. 140 or 150. 149 maybe, that's what I'm thinking. I'm rounding up, I don't remember which way. So there's a lot there. I mean, and I just put away a couple fall ones and so yeah, we got stuff going. So I don't have too much new. Dashing Through Winter was my newest one. But we'll hopefully soon, as I keep crafting and I keep getting back into life and adulting and all that stuff, that things will start flowing, and we'll get back there to the digital side. But right now, we're going to enjoy that. I feel like, yeah, no any other piece under there. Oh, God. Yeah, I found this. I don't know. This is white on white, though. I don't think it's going to do me any good. Now, I saw a piece of... See, there's all the pieces I'm looking at. Now, I have a lot of scraps, guys. Oh, my goodness. I try not to save all these scraps, but it's so hard not to. Oh, my gosh. I thought I had seen... This is where things are getting crazy. Thought I saw... Oh, it was on my things. A little bit of book page somewhere. And, which would be great if I could find it. I mean, I have probably hordes of it somewhere, but I had a little scrap somewhere. Well, I'm not going to sit here forever and look for it, but sort of bummed because I thought I had what I was looking for. That's the other thing. I start projects, and that makes that really hard to go organize if you've got projects going. It makes it a little harder to do. But these shouldn't take too long. I don't want to be here forever, and I don't think this is something I'm selling. I'm just goofing around and having fun with it at this point. Of course, if I'm done with this and someone goes, ew, I love it, you know, of course, you're more than welcome to ask, and we can figure out a price. But I need paper. I have it. I have plenty of book paper. I just have to find my stash. So I keep roaming around here. And normally I have a piece like literally beside me somewhere, but I sort of sat and put, that's what I'm looking for. Normally I have like ripped pieces ready to go. I just need to find them. Like normally I have them just sitting there waiting. But yeah, that's another reason why things need to be cleaned up, because it is a disaster. So how are we doing? 40 minutes already. Huh. Wow, why doesn't that surprise me? Alright, so I thought it was a little bit of beige behind it. It really doesn't stick out much. Not really. It was just upside down maybe. I don't know. Like a little something, but then I feel like another color has to be added, so it's words, but it really, not that it has to make do anything, but it doesn't have to have any real sense of anything. But snow day in words. Almost there. Oh my god, it's almost there. I don't know how to go. It's gonna take this one up a little bit. I keep getting off the page. I am sorry, guys. I'm working really close today, apparently. I'm working really close. I did really good on the last video, but when I'm unsure, like you put it right in front of you, right? Alright, so a little something just to help it stick out so it doesn't blend in too much. Then you normally need a third something on there. Like you need a third element. That's where I'm struggling, because I don't seem to be... Yeah, it's all gray and stuff. It's all the same. Why not? Oh, yeah. Hence why, yeah. Yeah, think about it too much, it's over with. So as you can see, I'm in the new habit of trying to semi-glue things together right where they are. Otherwise, I get frustrated because I can't relay it out. I go to do it, and I'm like, those weren't where I wanted them to be. That's not where I started. Why doesn't that look the way I wanted it? So I start gluing it as I go, hoping, you know, I get enough glue on it. I think on this side, I'm going to actually leave the white to where it is. Alright, let's give it a shot. Not going to overthink it. Now, if I wanted to add that burgundy, this would be a good time to put that mesh behind it, but I'm trying to not go too crazy on the, I think, on the red. It's going to be in other things and other elements, and it might get added in, but... There we go. So normally I put a little hole punch. Little thumb punch for my stuff. Let's see, let's go for the little one before I glue it down. Which is why I had such a big punch on the back one, because I forgot to do this beforehand. Glue it on deep. Nope. That's why I love the 1.5 inches, because you can go deep or you can go just barely tip it, and you really do get the best little thumb hole punch with a 1.5 inch. I don't know why. And I keep them because you never know. I like keeping my half circles because sometimes that's the element that you need. I actually have a silver one right now. It's silver on both sides, which is sort of cool. So it's one of those little things that I could add in somewhere. Put it over the blue. Right? Totally make an element out of it. Right? So I like keeping those things handy because you never know when they're just the right sense of something. So, some scraps never go away. I never get rid of them. All right. So we're going to glue that down. Where is the... There it is. I know, this one's almost out too. This needs to glue both ways. I think that's the problem. I have that edge. It needs to get glued. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you got to at least watch me decorate the 2 pockets and get that all situated so that we can, you know, put stuff in them. Yay! I figured that would be funner than, I mean, yeah, I wanted to show you the, I know I couldn't sit here and record and have much to say when it came to doing all the glitter and all the painting and multimedia stuff. Now, I might, we'll see. I may decide to do some test runs, see how things are going, and then if I got a good rhythm, I might come back on and go, hey, sort of a mixed media day, and let's keep crafting, but I really want to get my little page insert done too, so we have that one, which just fits beautifully. Let's see if I can cut this, probably with the bigger scissors. Circles are not my friends. That's why I'd make everything that fit inside the circle punches, because, oh god, I made a few things that are weird sizes and they don't fit inside the circle punches, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. What was I thinking? I think I have some numbers or something that don't fit inside the 1 inch, and I'm like, they're too small, and I'm like, oh, you learn. Not too shabby. Ah, right. So, there we go. We have some nice color. There is some red here, so I'm glad I didn't put any burgundy here because it would have clashed. But we got our little guy. And then around, which I love. I love the back colors. Right? Cute little cards in here just to look at. They really aren't writable, I'm afraid, just because they do back everything. But there we go. We have our next pocket. So, ta-da! We have some of my stuff and some cards, and I'll put bigger journal cards back there. Then we have our snowy days with some, I think it's Ciabella snowy something. She had a kit out, I guess about 2 years ago. And then the back will have a notebook that we may use some of my large journal cards, really large journal cards on these half-page journal cards that we may use as covers and middle signatures to make it nice and hardy and make a little, because yeah, that would fit in there just nice. So that may be, like I said, the potential of our next, I'll put that project together. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. As I'm rambling, not talking much, definitely getting into my groove, and enjoying the moment, enjoying the craftiness of it all, and just using up what I have. That's pretty much the whole extent, is using what I have, making it together. The only thing that's consistent is the gingerbread on the outside, which, you know, I'll make sure that when I decorate them, they continue on the same thing. But the inside is as I see fit. That fits in the blues and the snowy and the coziness of it all. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming along. I really appreciate it. I hope you will continue to watch as we get into the week. I'll make a separate video for that cute little collage window frame. We'll do that next week. And what else? Yeah, whatever I decide to work on this, if I get to something fun and exciting. Plenty of things to add into my bag of words and ephemera. Oh my gosh, or not ephemera, embellishments. It's crazy how much is in here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, love you all. Thank you so much for joining me here at Jolene at Jewel Design and our little cute gingerbread. Oh God, I gotta do it the right way. There we go. Gingerbread flip out folio, an ephemera holder. Yay, so cute. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Love you all. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.